Shlomo Zalman Auerbach said that it is clear that if you see a dot on an etrog and it's very small and it doesn't look like anything is missing in the place where the dot is, but when you use a magnifying glass, you see that there's something missing there. You don't take that magnifying glass perspective into account at all. The etrog is kosher and is muhudar. It is exemplary. And certainly this is the case if you don't see anything at all by the naked eye, and only by using a magnifying glass do you see anything missing in the etrog. It's nothing. And Reb Shlomo Zalman takes it a bit further. He says, if you look at an etrog through a very strong magnifying glass, through a microscope, you'll see it's full of little missing pieces, so to speak. And it looks disgusting. And for that matter, if you look at the skin of a human being through such a microscope, you'll see lots of flaws and lots of problems. And a Kohen, every Kohen would be a Ba'amum, would be blemished if you looked at the Kohen through the microscope. And therefore, the Torah says clearly not to do this. And we look at a person on the surface as he looks by the naked eye. And anything which is seen by a microscope, don't take into account at all. The way he puts it is, Adam hu Adam. A person is a person. And everything has to do with the sight of the natural eye. This is true also by an etrog, something which is seen only by a magnifying glass, not taken into account. And then he says, Klau gadol hu b'Torah. It's a great principle of the Torah. She'en l'chapes achar chashashos. One should not seek causes for concern above and beyond the norm. A person has to live according to the norms of life, which are customary and are simple. There are many areas which is actually because halachic ramification. For example, one sees something which looks like blood, in a case where halacha requires one to ascertain whether something is blood or not, and it does not look red by the naked eye, says Reb Shlomo Zalman, even if when you take the magnifying glass it looks red, it's not blood. You look at it by the naked eye. It's an interesting possible exception to this, which is in my personal field of interest in eruvin, and trying to measure whether something pulls directly straight under a wire, which is high up. Sometimes you can't use the naked eye. Sometimes you have to use either a plumb line or a special kind of lens, but something which can be, because it's high up and hard to see. But that's when you talk about a wire which is way overhead and you have a pole underneath which is a lechi, you want to line it up, make sure. But via etrog, no magnifying glass. Everything according to the naked eye. And that's what determines the hitter of an etrog.